Hi, my name is, I've never told anyone this story before, well, I came across your post on Reddit, and I thought, well, what the hell, why not? I haven't told anyone because no one would believe me, and I don't really know who I would tell anyway. But anyway, I am a Martian. I'm not an alien. I'm not a reptilian, but I was born on Mars. So a long story, but there was a program run. It was a joint program run by DARPA and NASA. It ran, as I've come to know, from the late 1970s through at least 1986. I'm not sure if it ran beyond that. That's just when I was born and returned to Earth. See, it sounds crazy when I say it out loud. Okay, so I guess I'll just start at the beginning. My mom and dad, they got married in the early 80s. They desperately wanted to start a family, but they were having problems conceiving, and in vitro fertilization was something that at the time was new, and it was very expensive. They couldn't afford it, and adoption wasn't an option for them at the time, and so they just kind of felt stuck. One day my mom saw an ad for it was a clinical in vitro fertilization study. She was excited at the prospect of being able to go through with it and having her own child. She applied, and through whatever process they had, she was told that she was an excellent candidate, and she was accepted, but before she was accepted, she had to agree to their stipulations. She was told that her and my dad would have to agree to be away for up to 36 months. It was a 3-year commitment. And they wouldn't be at home. They wouldn't be around any of the people that they knew. That they would have to leave, and they could be gone for up to 3 years. And, that was a big commitment. But they promised.
Hi, my name is Glooblorb, and I'm a reptilian. I've been living on Earth for 7 sectaires. I wish to go home. I'm tired of Earth people food.
Hi, my name is. I am an identical mirror image twin. So I'm right-handed, and my twin sister is left-handed, and I've been in a lot of throughout my life over my twin sister. My question is, how do you know if you're an alien or a reptilian? I mean, are these things actually like something you can find, you can see within yourself? Because I've never fit in anywhere in my life, and I'm desperate to find out why. Maybe you can help. Again, my phone number is, and my name is not the twin.
Hey, it's Marty again, just giving you a call. Appreciate you taking my first one. It's kind of nice having someone to vent to about being, extraterrestrial. Here at the local county fair, you humans like to throw, just checking out my favorite Earth creature. There's something special about these guys. I don't know if you can hear any of them in the background, but this room's full of them. Having a pretty good time here. Just trying to get some good times in before I'm heading back home. Oh, one thing I want to bring up, I don't know what happened. You guys, you popped a bunch of my balloons. Just trying to throw a little going away party for everyone, and you popped my balloons. I don't know what the deal is with that. I put up a couple in Minnesota, from over Canada. flying a few over Alaska. I know they could use a laugh up there. I don't get it. Well, anyway, make this a regular thing. Check in till I'm out of here. I'm with my my human life companion here. She doesn't know the whole scoop. Hey, I'll see you boys later. Peace.
Hey, so I'm a blue avian starseed. I was sent to Earth to help you assholes ascend to a new Earth and into 5D reality, but it's been really f***ing hard because you're all so busy sucking and f***ing, snorting and boofing, eating and pooping, and I can't get a f***ing metaphysical word in edgewise. My gigantic, powerful soul was crammed into the body of a human infant on April 7th, 1984, and I almost forgot who I was, but I suddenly remembered my mission as a sleeper agent when the Spice Girls released their first album. A lot of blue avians had that experience too, if what is being said on TikTok can be believed, but I know it personally happened to me, so. Anyway, I just wanted to say my piece and give you some divine feminine energy transmitted over the phone. I will end this bit with some light language now. This transmission will remove all self-doubt and help your ego and your shadow completely integrate so that you aren't such a narcissistic bitch any longer. Here it goes.
Hello, my name's I've been aware of the fact that I am a hybrid human alien living on planet Earth. I've been alive for over 40 years, and it started out the usual way people kind of figure out that they're not from here. You just feel different all the time. You get weird ideas in your head. You can feel things other people can't feel, understand things other people can't understand. It's like there's a certain density to some people that you just don't have. Not to say that you're better or anything, because there really is no such thing as being better or worse than something else. There's morals, but that goes out the window if you're in certain situations, I guess. But now I have a family. I have children that I'm pretty sure are hybrid aliens as well. I'm not sure. My wife, I think she has qualities, but I'm not sure. When I was a child, I had a very vivid imagination, very vivid dreams. I've always been able to lucid dream. I've always felt really sympathetic towards people that have certain powers, like mediums, and when I tried psychedelics, I started to really see through the veil of things that I'd been kind of conditioned to not see. And I understand now that there are different levels of density in the universe and different frequencies, just like Tesla explained. And the different layers are like the ocean, how certain animals can live in certain parts of the ocean, but they can't live in other parts of the ocean because it's, too thick or too thin. And that's kind of how it is here, Different places I feel more at home, other places I feel, alien. So I've had to learn to, sorry, my family has to go do stuff, but we could talk more about this, or, I could tell you more.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, no, hi, this is Taco. I'm a reptile from Florida, or reptilian, I guess. Anyway, I'm a truck driver, and I was driving out there north of Las Vegas, Nevada, Mariposa Valley, and believe it or not, they got an alien brothel out there, and I thought, oh, shit, that'd be banging. So I roll in there, and guess what? They ain't even got aliens in there. It's just humans dressed up like the space people. I tell you what, it's bullshit. I was looking to get both my dicks wet, left and right, if you know what I mean. But, human thing, there ain't. Anyway, if you're up for some interstellar, you call me up anytime, and I appreciate y'all.
Hello, we are Lux. We are an extraterrestrial that's been living on Earth for 16 years, in a state that is not one that's often thought about or talked about among the rest of the rabble on this place. I am a symbiotic. I, Lux, gained the ability to bond to a host about 16 years ago. That is when I met Michael. And Michael was a strange and forlorn young man just running about the wilds of New Mexico, aimless, basically thoughtless as far as I could tell. But when we met, there was a spark. I mean, literally, there was a spark that, drew my consciousness into his body, wherein since I have been piloting Michael in a certain way, we are both in the driver's seat, but sometimes it just depends whether Lux gets to play or whether Michael just gets to go about his menial little business. He's not aware of most of this. He's aware of my presence. How could he not be? It's so resplendent. But he is, let's say, unwilling to accept the reality of the situation. Well, we spend a lot of time together. I'm from a place near Beetlejuice. I'm not going to tell you
Yeah. Hi, we're a group of people who are uncertain as to whether we are or are not reptilians living on Earth. And we were hoping that someone at your organization could provide some sort of clarity or closure on this issue for us. There's been an extended, rather freewheeling discussion on this question. One of the things we're wondering about is whether diagnostic kits are available for determining whether one is or is not a lizard person, or whether one is potentially part lizard person. We are curious about the availability of these kits, ideally over the counter, as well as their sensitivity. For instance, if one of your grandparents is a lizard person, will you test positive as a lizard person using these kits? What if one of your great-great-grandparents is a lizard person? Another question we had about this theory is who is or is not a lizard person? There are some people who are widely acclaimed in the media to be very, very much like turtles, and we're wondering if turtle persons would be lizard persons, or is that a different group of persons? And if they are a different group of persons, then are you interested in speaking to them? If you could clarify some of these questions, it would be extremely valuable to us, and we would be very grateful if you could clarify some of these issues. We're very grateful for your time and the excellent work that all of you do. We hope you have a lovely day.
Firstly, the distinction between reptilian and alien is not what you think it is. Secondly, I guess all I would say is everything that humans think, all of the things that they fear the most, yeah, it's kind of all true, but it also kind of just doesn't matter. I'm not sure whether it's worthwhile to really care about the future of humans, because humans they don't really even know what they are, and if they did know, I don't think that they would even care. It's really not that scary. But, yeah, I mean, you really don't have to try that hard. Just start poking around, and, you can pretty much figure it out. So, I don't really know why I decided to share this here, but yeah, I happen to know that I'm an alien, and I think a lot of us are born here, and we don't know that right away. We forget, and that's kind of a big joke to the other aliens who aren't on Earth. Because you have to understand that when you land on Earth, that itself is what puts you into the temporal field of this whole, temporal gravity field of Earth that allows you to incarnate as a being here. And it gives you the experience of thinking that you're being born here. But really, it's just like touching down and landing. And you have to wait a long time before you remember what it was. And when you realize how insignificant of a thing it was, like you decided to come down here possibly for some very mundane reason, to just go check something out, to go get something, whatever, you still have to go through the entire process of childhood and all of this, and thinking that everything is some big...
Nice try, chuckle fucks. We ain't giving ourselves up to you.
Oh, hello. This is Marsha. I'm not exactly sure what this talk of aliens is, or reptilians. My son gave me this number to his bank. He maxed out his card, and he asked me to call them and try to see if I could extend the limit to his credit. I don't really have any good stories about aliens. I could try to think of one if you give me a minute. I watched this great movie called Attack on Mars that was about aliens. I rather liked that. I don't think aliens are real, though. If you ask me, I think it's just too messy, Whoever came up with the idea of aliens on Earth or in outer space, I think they just have a little too much time on their hands. Alright. Well, if this isn't the bank...
They're probing me! They're probing me right now!
What are you talking about?
The aliens are
probing you
me right now!
Who is probing you?
The aliens are probing me right now, Mom!
Derek, are you high again? You have to stop smoking weed! I have to go. I have to take care of my invalid son.
Oh, that feels good.
Hi, this is, again, I'm the Martian that just called. Sorry, I ended up getting disconnected. But anyway, yeah, so my mom signed up for the in vitro fertilization clinical trial. Her and my dad had to agree to be gone for up to 36 months, for up to 3 years. And it was a big commitment for them, as my mom told me. But they didn't have to worry about jobs or anything for those 3 years. All of their needs would be met. everything that they could really ever want. They were promised that they would be in a facility that they were told it was going to kind of be like their own like apartment kind of a thing, but that they would be taken away, that they would be there for 3 years, and that, you know, at the end of the process they would, well, they couldn't promise anything, I guess, but they did say that at the end of the 3 years they could expect to have a baby. So after my mom and dad talked about it, they decided to go ahead and do it. And anyway, as part of the trial, they were brought in and told that it was a secret trial, and that they had to tell everyone. My parents were active in their church, and I think that might have been something, like that might have been a reason why they were chosen, because it was the 80s and it provided a really good cover story. But they were told that they had to tell their friends and family that they were essentially becoming missionaries, and that they were going to be going overseas. They would be gone for 3 years, and that, you know, they were going to places where they wouldn't be able to call, that, you know, letters they could, and that they would have to move a lot, so letters could come in, so they could send letters to their loved ones, but the letters back to them might not get there. That was what they were supposed to tell, you know, my grandparents and their friends. And so anyway, they agreed to it, and that's what they did. They reported to the facility. It was just a doctor's office, and from there, I guess they loaded it into a van. It was my mom, dad, and then there were 3 other couples that loaded into this van, and they were taken to a different facility, and it was, so my mom...
Hey, so, yeah, my name, it's not one that I can really pronounce with the sort of verbal equipment that humans have. And it's been so long since I've used it anyway that I don't even know that I'd be able to. But yeah, I'm what you would call an alien. Although I hedge that because there's kind of a misunderstanding about the whole idea of aliens and UFOs. How should I put it? So we kind of have a narcissistic tendency here on this planet, assuming that, you know, we're special enough for someone to come across the galaxy to want to meet us or just to observe us. And the fact of the matter is that in the grand scheme of things, humans are not all that special. But if you think about it, given our narcissistic tendencies, who would want to come and see humans apart from other humans? So it's a time travel situation. And it's been going on for a long time. I mean, the ancient alien stuff, it's not ancient aliens, it's future humans coming back. You know, mostly we try to keep it to, like, you know, biologists and historians and anthropologists trying to do non-obstructive activities. We don't want to, well, it's such a hard thing to break yourself out of. The fact of the matter is that by going back, we can't actually change anything. It's something called a closed time-like curve, which people have started to talk about. But as it turns out, yeah, I mean, we go back and we've always gone back. And by looking at the evidence, we eventually figured out that time travel would be invented. And yeah, so I mean, you know, take some hope in that, because the world is kind of a fucked place in the year, you know, Gregorian 2023. So take solace in the fact that humanity does get through this.
Yo, my name's Jack. I think I'm like a reptile because like whenever I cut my off, like it regrows, and like lizards regrow their limbs and stuff, and my keeps coming back.
I think this got cut off. It's me again. You probably recognize me by my voice. But I think I was talking about the whole time travel thing. And you know, part of me, just because it's so ingrained in our culture, this idea that we can alter the events of history somehow, or even alter the future. But it doesn't matter, because the future's already determined. I can just say that the Younger Dryas impact event 11,000 years ago, that is actually, as far as I know, the earliest instance of humans traveling from the future to the past. That's whenever I came around. And you might be wondering, you know, why am I still around? Well, in a sense, I'm not. As it turns out, you can, with advanced enough imaging technology, create a perfect replica of a human brain and basically transplant it into another body. Of course, it's not perfect, and the nature of brains is that they're always changing. And of course, it's not really a transplant. It's more, you know, copy-paste than anything else. So in a sense, I've died thousands of times. But there's that sense of continuity. I mean, it's no different from whenever you fall asleep and wake up the next morning. There is a part of you that's lost forever because your brain changes. So that's where we come around. As to why we specifically are here, we're still trying to work that out. Suffice it to say, it just really couldn't be any other way.
$400,000 ants in a trench coat. Hey, it's Jennery again. I got to apologize. I guess my roommate 400,000 ants shared his live stream with his girlfriend, at least 73 tarantulas and a squirrel, and it just, I have to apologize because she left a really angry voice message for you guys, so I'm sorry about that. I guess she didn't like my comments about her being one of the weirder guests, so again, my apologies on that. I hope you guys have the best day.
Okay. I am, you can call me Mark. I'm an alien. I have lived on Earth for 15 years, and I'm ready to meow. This place sucks. I came here because there was 2000s, but, you know, people looked cool. Everybody was kind of vibing on aliens, you know, like low-key, not, like, to the insane 50s degree. But, like, you know, there's a healthy interest in it, help me get a vibe going. So yeah, I've been liking it, but lately, damn, y'all suck. And I'm gonna leave. Bye.
Hi, this is, and I'm calling to report that I am a lizard, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to cause any trouble. I'm not trying to, like, stir up the pot or anything, but every single time that I see this activity happening, my eye looks to the side, and everybody thinks I'm a lizard. But I'm not doing anything other than looking and saying, so I'm not really sure what I should be doing because my friends think I'm a lizard and I'm not. So if you could just please reach out to me again. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Hello, this is Schlizzy. I am not an alien, but more of a lizard type of creature. I made one big error when I came down. I moved to Canada because of all the very polite people. But what I didn't realize was how cold it is. And my scales, as much as I love to sit out in the sun and absorb the moisture, my scales get really, really cracked under the cold in the sun. Another thing I didn't realize was that my Queen Elizabeth, also known as Lizzie, was not really in Canada anymore. She was just in the UK. UC, we call it. So do the British. But anyways, I digress. It's really cold and, you know, I thought the people would taste good, but they're rather bitter. That's actually kind of the personalities as well. So I try some lizard cream and cream from our queen, but it doesn't do much because it freezes in transit from UC. Anyways, I really do like the people of Earth, especially the ones from South America. They're a little spicy, but, you know, the ones in North America have that lovely bland flavor. And, you know, I've come quite accustomed to enjoying running amongst you folk. But don't be alarmed, we don't eat a lot of you, only the young children when we are in ceremonies with the Clintons and the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. It's quite a messed up bunch, but what can I say? They cater to our needs, and they have these wonderful little ceremonies when they bring in the children, talk to them, and then we drink their blood. I did want to say, though, that it is sad the way humanity has gone. The social media has really screwed up the minds of the young ones here, so the blood just doesn't taste the same. Anyways, thank you very much.
I am on Earth, living a human life and collecting data about your civilization. I cannot reveal my alien form, but I am not limited in the information that I can share. But nobody listens. Many of us have tried explaining this all to humans before, but we are always dismissed because we lack your academic and social credit. Humans, I am going to tell you a great insight about reality and yourselves that I know you will disregard. Imagine that you were in a vessel traveling through space at the speed of light. If you look behind your ship, everything will be dark because no photons from behind are traveling fast enough to catch up to your eyes. If you look ahead, you will see a bright spot of light that you are heading towards because a great many photons coming from that direction are in the path of your ship. The area around the bright spot and even the sides of your vessel have some, but very few, photons that you intercept and observe. Now imagine that you are not in a ship vessel traveling through space, but a biological vessel traveling through time. The darkness behind you is actually what you call the future. The bright spot of light ahead is what you call the Big Bang. When you remember something, you are using your sense of time vision to look at an event that lies ahead of you, in the past. The few bits of information you observe to the sides are coming from parallel timelines running alongside you in the second dimension of time. What I have said is accurate but incomplete. The rest of it is not relevant to the story. The reason you are traveling through time at the speed of light is because the Big Bang, the spot of light ahead of you in the past, past is a singularity at the center of a black hole. The Big Bang is not your universe's creation. It is your universe's end. Your universe was created at the other end of the black hole, at the event horizon. Your consciousness is information stored in that event horizon, projecting itself through time at the speed of light towards the Big Bang Bang. You are not an individual. You are connected with every human, animal, and other conscious entities by gravity through time and space, united at the event horizon. Your individuality is an illusion. Your life is...
Wow, well, where do I begin? Came down here in 2007. Yeah, got a little bit of education in the cheese farms. Got well, don't really have too much to say about it, but figured out that I prefer cheese more than, well, what we aliens call it, Lakazulu. So, yeah, I'd like to say that, your guys' cheddar is not sharp enough. I'd really prefer if you had sharper cheddar. It's closer to, well, not necessarily Lakazula, but it's closer to, well, you know what, I can't even say that. It sounds a little bit too raunchy for our, conversation. From what I understand, symbol torture means something completely different on Earth. So, yeah, anyway, so I went ice fishing with a few of my buddies with some natty ices. With we went sturgeon fishing with some tridents. Yeah, there was a total of 3 of us that came down from the stars, and I'm pretty sure that well, ice doesn't work the same way as it does on my planet. Can't necessarily say what the name of my planet is, because I'm pretty sure the CIA has an NDA for all of us. So, it's not necessarily all-encompassing, but it sure is pretty strict, okay? So, just wanted to say hey there, and yeah, I hope you all have a great day. Just remember, make your cheddar sharper, and change the way your ice works on this planet. It's pretty weird. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, my name's Lamorph. I'm actually a alien reptilian hybrid. Living on Earth has been pretty chill, pretty not chill sometimes. But I just want to say, you guys should keep making that hentai. I really like that stuff. So, yeah, this is Lamorph, and I like hentai.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Awesome Sauce, and, well, it all started when they legalized ranch dressing in your mom's box. I ate this ranch dressing, and I was turned into a reptilian. Alright, have a nice day.